Pull over, Mr. Officer. Frisbee. I love you, honey.
Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? Yes, that was banter between me and my husband. What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I get sent pictures and videos and emails, and if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. So this first email comes in from a community member, and she also sent some pictures too. She said, God bless you for getting the information out about the book. And this is about the book about the wildfires in Maui. It's bad enough it even exists, but I guess because so much attention about its existence has many people questioning, did either Amazon or the author made some new changes to the book? They changed the date the book was published from the 10th to the 16th of August. They even changed the name of the author from Dr. Miles Stone to Catherine Forbes. What is interesting about the changed author is the fact that Catherine Forbes, whose real name is Catherine McLean, is deceased. Yeah. She passed away May 6, 1966. So it makes you question, how could this be the actual author? Is this a joke or a big game that they're playing with us all? Bingo. A thought popped into my head. Maybe the author changed was code for something. Of course. We learned in Sound of Freedom that the perps, I'll just use that, okay, leave messages for each other in locations. I still have yet to see that movie, but it's so hard to watch that kind of a movie when you have an 8-year-old and a 9-year-old in the house. You know what I'm saying? Maybe rich serial, do too. Which could this be one? I don't know. I don't mean like a breadcrumb being left, like I did this one, so now your turn type thing. Could be. I don't know. So I looked up what books she actually wrote that I thought was pretty fitting for the time that we are in. Bank Account, which Mama's Bank Account, which is a story about a mother who tells a lie to her kids that they have a lot of money in a bank account. And the kids don't have to worry about money. In the worst financial situation in the end times, the kids felt safe that they could rely on the bank account if things got hard. When in reality, Mama had never set foot in a bank before. This account does not exist. Kind of telling a story about what's really going on with our financial system. So if this is a clue, what could this tell someone is the question. So I noticed PhD on the book under the name. Figured maybe I'm overthinking this, and this young girl who works at a college came up. It's possible she works for the elites and they are using her as a fall guy for this. Patsy, yeah, could be. I don't know, but it disturbs me so much if she actually wrote the book. She looks like a kid. So tragic. But after discovering her, I thought about what else has Dr. Miles Stone written. The Maui book is attached to a crime describing a real event. What about the other books? He appears to write about biographies, and I think people need to look hard at these because I think they are evidence to crimes that we might not know exist. Many people this author has painted as heroes, but during real awful situation in history. A big name you would recognize that we all know is not a hero or good at all is Hunter. Yeah. Yep, I said that. He wrote about Hunter. Many other people you may know about. One book talks about military man who bombed Afghanistan people. Wrote about his heroics, but are they really? Does this writer tell us fables about real horrific crimes? This is now a second book to the Maui murders. Sorry, I'm going to call it for what it is. No, I know. Inferno's Embrace. The untold story of the Maui catastrophic, unmasking the devastation, celebrating their resilience. What? By Michael W. Published August 16, 2023. Gosh, sounds like a god-awful romance novel, completely twisted by the sound of the title. Yeah, it does. I know, right? I can't even talk about this one because it's the same garbage. I apologize for this being long, but I'm digging for all of us. Yeah, no, I don't care. The more they can't hide, the more likely we will see the truth. I also want to say I don't believe that all those kids passed away. Biggest red flag is how many news stations and people are reporting that a large number of kids are dead. Nobody. I think the only ones that are actually saying anything about it are independents like me, like Jason, like Pinball. You know what I mean? I think we're the only ones. I find everything very fishy how that day of all days the school was closed, knowing darn well all this was planned. Sound of freedom, people. Right. They take the kids during these times. The longer I wear tinfoil, the more I learn that none of this stuff just happens. No, everything's planned. This is not a coincidence. You know, nobody can sit here and say, ooh, what a coinkydink. Nobody can. I don't care what anybody says. Nobody can say it. For the parents of Maui, you don't let go of the loss of your child, even if you don't have independent DNA proof that it's your child that has passed away. If it was me, I'd be looking on the dark web. Oh shit. I'd also get a wrecking ball and tear into every single mansion and condo until I found my child. I mean, you are telling me that kids were all just left alone with not a single adult around. I know. You don't think I can't hear you? You know what I mean? Believe me, this is the kind of thing that runs through my head too. When I was researching and reading everything, watching everything about these fires, no, Stormy. And I was like, oh my God, because even my husband was like, even my daughter-in-law, my son, that we were all like, there's more to this, I still don't buy it. She said, I'm sorry. I'm so heartbroken for them and angry. Second piece of land is sold to those, Those are your killer. Yeah, I know. Just saying, not a single cop directing people to safety. Come on, really set up. Someone needs to be checking Oprah, Billy Boy, basements and secret rooms. Okay, here is the book. Kind of fishy, right? Are they going to blame him too? Oh, Trump's book. Okay. Okay, yeah, because it says the fire and the fury inside the Trump White House. Yeah, of course. So now it's just something else that they're going to on him about. All right, so here are the pictures that she sent me, okay? And please pause the video so you can read, because some of these pictures are pages out of the book, all right? Okay, so here is a picture that was sent in by a community member, and I'll read it to you because the writing is very, very small, okay? It says, fire hydrants were dry. Fire marshals were out of town that night. The mayor and the governor were out of town. People who were trying to evacuate were told it was not time to evacuate and to turn around into the fire. No cops on bullhorns, no firefighters in the street. Most robust emergency siren system in the world not sound. No warnings whatsoever. Blooper. With reported wind directions that don't scientifically add up. Tourists evacuated by bus. Locals locked in and told they can't get back in if they leave. School was canceled. Children were home while parents worked. Hundreds of children burned alive. Can't be identified. Jesus, just the thought. A perfect circle of fire around Lahaina. Molten metal next to intact trees. Media reporting fractions of real numbers. New insurance policies taken out on Lahaina before the fires. Who owns Lahaina besides the Hawaiians, the oceanfront property, the government? Wild how all of this new uninhabitable land that only big developers can afford to clean up, open up for the plans of turning Maui into a smart island with billionaire funding. How many do you need? It goes on and on. I know. Just the thought of this is making me sick. It's making me sick. Okay, something a little bit more happy maybe. So here's an email with some pictures from a community member. She said, hey, you were all mentioning your gardens, and I just had to tell you, between the heat here in Texas, which is in the 100s, no rain for almost a month, the bugs, the bunnies, the birds eating my figs, and the squirrels or rats eating my cantaloupes, I have given up. We are forecasted to have at least another week of above 100. Good luck. Oh, these are were the cantaloupes that were cleaned out. No seeds, nothing found nearby. Good Lord. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Because I feel your pain, because I went through the same darn thing. And here's a picture that was sent in by a community member, and it says 2030, Agenda 2030 says aloha. For the love of God. Land development laws will allow governments to seize polluted land and move the residents into smart cities. Can you see why lately there are continuous disasters? Yeah, I can. So here is an email from a community member, and she says our government state level is insane. We have a few forest fires burning in my area, a 13-hour drive from LA. And today at work, guess who comes in? A fire crew from LA, with the flooding coming to the LA area from Hurricane Hillary. It makes no sense to send any emergency responders away to assist other areas. Don't get me wrong, we appreciate the assisting, but I don't get sending away responders when you know what's coming your way. Yeah, I know. I hope that you fared well and are okay after Hillary. Thank you for sending in the email. Okay, so here is an email with some pictures from a community member. She said, my husband and I picked some plums last week to make some jam. We are not sure what kind of plums they are, but we have snacked on them in the past and they're really good. So when I started boiling them down to get them soft to make the jam, they started to smell and taste like some kind of flour. We are not sure what caused this, and I was ready to toss them out. And I think they might have been too dry because there was no juice from the plum when my husband pitted them and cut them. My husband says keep working on it, it might turn out. So I looked up a recipe to get some ideas, and I found a recipe that said to add 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. Let me tell you, this turned out to be the best tasting jam. It tastes like applesauce, and I'm calling it fall spice. Ooh, I like that. There's a great sale on some peaches for 49 cents a pound on Friday and Saturday. And I went down there to buy some for my mom and I to can. And we learned to get there on the first day of the sale because the good ones were already sold the day before. They were bruised, mushy, etc., but we cut around what we could. I'm happy that I was able to do 6 quarts of chunk peaches. My mom was able to do 12 quarts, 18 quarts total for 72 pounds that we bought. Holy smokes. Peaches around here are not in the stores, but at the local farms, anywhere from $2 to $2.50 a pound. This is my first year of water bath canning, and I have been learning a lot. This summer, I have made cherry syrup, cherry jelly, strawberry jelly, blackberry jam, blackberry jelly, whole blackberries in syrup, and now fall spice jam and canned some peaches. Here's a photo of the spice jam and the peaches. Also the plum, any kind what this is. I don't know. That's what we picked. I don't know what kind of plum that is. I really don't, but thank you for this. This is awesome. So here's an email from a community member, and she lives in Belfast. She sent me a whole bunch of articles that I'm going to be doing videos on for you guys. She said, sorry, these are a day late. I was sending them to the wrong email address. She said, I was trying to copy and paste an email a few days ago. I'm in Belfast, Northern Ireland. I'm part of the UK, as not across the Irish border, even though I'm actually at the top of Ireland. At the minute, we have no government due to Brexit. So Northern Ireland has fell apart. That's terrible. I'm so sorry. I've been waiting over 5 years to go to a doctor and was supposed to see a heart surgeon after my third heart operation, but I'm still waiting. Oh, dear Lord. She said, I started being interested in prepping after joining Brexit groups. Basically, us in Northern Ireland are in limbo because of Brexit. No physical border can be put up between Ireland and North Ireland, as that breaks the GIOD Friday Agreement. That is causing problems with Europe, as there's no way of stopping goods going between UK and Ireland, and that's a problem as we are no longer in the EU. If I want to say order a power bank from Amazon, they won't ship here. There's all sorts of laws about sending flowers here, as it's soil from the UK and seeds, etc. I'm sorry, just a bit of a background of how I got all into this. No, it's okay, honey. Wow, this is insane. I will be looking through all of the articles that you sent me and the videos too, okay? And no, I unfortunately do not have a Facebook, but you can send me, you know, whatever you want, okay? Thank you so, so much for this. This is amazing. Okay, and now I leave you with some videos that were sent in by community members, along with 2 videos that were sent in by a community member in Belfast, okay? All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping, and as always, fearless. Ciao.
You don't have to jump in there.